Students, today topic is, did women have revolution? In the French society, the women were considered inferior as compared to the men. They had to work hard for their living, especially the third estate. They worked as seamstresses or laundresses, sold flowers, fruits, and vegetables at the market, or well employed as domestic servants in the house of the prosperous people. Most women did not access to the educations or job training. Only daughters of noble and wealthier members of the third estate could study at convent. After that, their family arranged a marriage for them. So working women had also to take care for their families, that is to cook, fetch water, queue up for the breads and look after their children. Their wages were low as compared to men. So if we talk about, they were active participants in the events which brought so many important changes in the French society. They hoped their involvement would pressurize the government to improve their conditions. In order to discuss and voice their interest, women started their own political clubs, newspaper. About 60 women clubs came up in different French cities. So the Society of Revolutionary and Republican Women was the famous of them of political club. The Society of Revolutionary and the Republican Women. The main demand was that women enjoyed the same political right as men. So women were disappointed that the Constitution of 1791 reduced them to a passive citizens. They demanded the right to vote, to be elected by the assembly, and to hold political office. In the early years, the revolutionary government did introduce law and help improve the lives of the women. Together with the creation of states, schooling was made compulsory for girls. Their parents could no longer force them to marriage against their will. Marriage was made into a contract entered into freely and registered under the civil law. So divorce was made legal and could be applied by men and women. Women could now train for jobs and could become artists or run small businesses. So these were some reform done by the revolutionaries government at a particular period of time. At a particular period, women's struggle for equal political right, however, continued. During the reign of terror, the new government issued law ordering to close the women clubs and banning their political activities. Women movements for voting rights and equal wages continue through the next 100 years in many countries of the world. So, the right for vote was carried out through an international suffrage movement during the late 19th and the early 20th century, and it was finally in 1946 that women in France got the right to vote. So here a revolutionary feminist who fought for the right of women, a very famous name was Olympe de Gauche. So she was best known for her writing. She protested against the constitution and the declaration of the right of men and citizens as they excluded women for the basic rights that each human being was entitled to. So in 1791 she wrote a declaration of the rights of women and citizens, which she addressed to the Queen and to the members of the National Assembly, demanding that they should act upon it. So what were the declarations of right for women? She demanded that woman is born free and remain equal to men in rights. If we talk about natural and inalienable rights, so that belong to each human beings by birth and cannot be taken away. And the goal of the political association was to preserve the natural rights. These rights are the liberty, equality, property, security, and resistant to oppression. The source of sovereignty, okay, that resides in the nation, which is what? Nothing but the union of man and woman. So here the sovereignty that lies within whom? Within the man and woman. The power, the right, the full rights and the power of governing body, okay, which lie within the man and woman. Yeah, woman. Law should be the expression of the general will of man and woman. So they have a say either personally or the representatives in its formulation. It should be the same for all, as we say the expression of speech. All male and female citizens are equally entitled to all honors and public employment according to their abilities and without any other distinction or discrimination any other distinction than that of their talent. So law should be equal to men and women. No woman is an exception. She is accused, detained in case determined by the law. Women like men avoid this rigorous law. She criticized the Jacobin government for forcibly closing down women's clubs. This was tried by the National Convention, which charged her treason. Soon after this, she was executed. So here we talk about the revolutionary women who talk about the freedom of women as equal to men. So the next topic is the abolition of slavery. Okay. So before the French Revolution in 1789, France had three colonies. Okay, Martinique, Guadeloupe, and Saint Domingo. So the most important was Saint Domingo, which is now Haiti, and it was then a sugar island. And then France, that French largely depended on its economic growth. So these colonies, if we talk about, were very important for the supplies of the commodities like tobacco, indigo, sugar and coffee. So they needed a large number of workers to work on plantations, okay, but the Europeans were not prepared to go and work in distant and unfamiliar land. So for the demand for this labor, planter purchased these slaves. They wanted the enslaved people to work in mines, on tobacco plantation in South America and on sugar plantation in the West Indies. Millions of Africans were enslaved and forced across the Atlantic to labor in the plantation in Caribbean and in America. So slavery changed when Europeans became involved, as it led to generation after generation of people being taken from their homeland and enslaved forever. So the triangular slave trade between Europe, okay, so Europe, Africa and America, okay, began in the 17th century. As you can see, a triangular trade between Europe, Africa and North America that began in the 17th century. So there was a trade from Europe to Africa where goods were exchanged. Okay, here the goods were exchanged to Africa and they gave slaves to America. Okay, and then here the transportation of the slaves to America, then the transportations of good from America to Europe. So they need workers for their colonies, okay, for the manufacturing or for the production of the commodities. Okay, then these colonized nations, they export some manufacturing goods to Africa in place of the slaves. So the slave trade started in the 17th century. The French merchant, okay, they sailed from the port of Bordeaux and Nantes to the African coast, buy slaves from the local chief. So the plight of the slaves were very miserable. So here you can see the flourishing trade added to the economic prosperity of the ports of the Bordeaux and Nantes immensely. Okay, so in France, when we are talking about France, the slavery did not meet much criticism throughout the 18th century. However, with the advent of the French Revolution and the Declaration of the Right of Man and Citizen, the National Assembly had long debate on the issue regarding the abolition of slavery. So we should keep in mind that there was a direct clash between the commercial interest of the plantation owners and the principle as embodied in the Declaration of 1789. The plantation owner felt threatened of slavery was abolished and black was set free. The leaders like Barney, patriots like the Lamet brothers, and the monarchists like Malonet were in favor of safeguarding planter interests and maintaining orders in the colonies as well. So they are centered around the Mosaic Club founded in August 1789. So the Society of the Friends of the Black founded in 1783, and they were the major opponents. Okay, the leader like Brisset, Robespierre, and Abegoure were the prominent member of the society. So, however, the National Assembly could not legislate any law regarding the issue. Here you see that this National Assembly, they could not put or legislate any law regarding this slavery or this issue. So, finally, the National Convention, okay, on Feb 4, 1794, legislate to free all slaves in the colonies. But it was a bold historical step, but it proved to be temporary. As you can see, Napoleon Bonaparte in 1802 reintroduced the slavery. So it was only in 1848 when you can see slavery come to abolished in French colonies.